My name is Eric Jolly, and I am the President and CEO of St. Paul and Minnesota Foundation. Because we're a community foundation, we have the good fortune of partnering with both nonprofits and donors throughout the state of Minnesota. These relationships give us a front row seat to tremendous acts of generosity and impact, of courage, compassion, love. And each day, especially during these challenging times in all corners of our state, from our smallest towns to our largest cities, people are working together to create an equitable, just, and vibrant Minnesota where all communities and people thrive. In this present moment, we'd like to share these stories with you. Joining us in this present moment is Jason Subert. He is the chair of the Martin County Area Foundation. Jason, welcome to this present moment. And I have a few questions. Could you tell us a little more about the work of the Martin County Area Foundation?
Well, thank you. First of all, thank you for having me on the program as a representative of the Martin County Area Foundation. All of our board is very proud to be part of your organization and collaborate with others that are volunteering and doing good work for others around the state. You know, our foundation's been together for over 30 years, and we have a long history of improving the quality of life for all people in Martin County, and that's really what our mission is.
Could you tell us a little more? How have current events impacted the community that you work with?
Well, Martin County was probably one of the first counties in the state that was hit right away by COVID. And we had 10 cases right away, really before a lot of other people even knew what was going on. And when COVID came into our county, it was really from some folks that had traveled overseas and came back and didn't know that they had this. And we really had to look at, well, hey, we're going into this and we really don't know what it's all about, but we know that we're going to have to put some effort forward to help people. Not only now, but also setting things up for the future with a relief fund, which we never had before. And so your organization really helped us get some of that set up so we can respond and be quick and nimble when we need to be.
Can you tell us a little what you've used your relief fund to create in Martin County?
Yeah, you know, one of the interesting things is the Martin County Area Foundation for 30 years has really done its own thing. But when COVID-19 happened, we were forced to look at, well, what are we going to do? And then as a county, we didn't want to duplicate efforts. And so it really forced us to kind of collaborate with some other foundations. And there's another organization down here called the Schmeckley Foundation. And so we actually collaborated together with them, and through both organizations raised about $184,000. And actually, Matthew Santori from your organization kind of helped us get the buckets figured out, right? Where is this money going to go? And he kind of helped us mirror some of those buckets with the Minnesota Disaster Relief Fund. But his guidance and leadership was really helpful. And then that really helped us speed through this process with the COVID-19. We put a lot of hours in and a lot of time in, and then the collaboration between two different boards with the Schmeckley Foundation and the Martin County Area Foundation, it was the first time we'd ever done anything like that. But we truly believe that all of those different areas all are getting relief because of it.
Can you tell me what drew you to get involved with your local community foundation?
As I grew up in this area, you know, it's really been important for me to find ways to give back, but also to get a chance to work with different people that I haven't maybe worked with before. I think we all get in our own little circles, and we get to know people that we know real well. We get to know them even better. And so I've always strived to try to get out of my normal routine and get in with a group of people that I've never served with before. The opportunity came up to serve with the Martin County Area Foundation, and it was a great opportunity for me to get to know more people, because we have people from all over the county on the board, so all of our communities are represented. So I've gotten an opportunity to get to know a lot of folks that I've never met before, and it just makes going to the grocery store in a small town a little longer because you get to know even more people than you knew before.
I love that. Can you share with us a story of someone in your community who's inspired you with their actions, their creativity, their resilience?
The one that really comes to mind for me is Crystal Stouffer. Crystal oversees the Salvation Army here in Fairmont. She is a person that in her lifetime has received service from an organization like the Salvation Army before, and now she is the representative that serves Martin County for the Salvation Army. And through COVID-19, it's really been hard because there's a human element to what she does, and there's the power of a hug and a handshake, and that's what Crystal does so very, very well. But the thing that I've been most impressed about Crystal is her ability to adapt and to be relevant in the moment. And I think when we talk about leadership and how do you inspire other people in times like this, I think you can't rest on what you used to have. I think you can't look back to what was June like last year, right? I think you have to look at what was May like, and then what have we gotten back? What is improved, and what got better from last week to this week, and what can we look forward to? And so I think Crystal has just done an outstanding job of adapting to what needs to be done and having her focus be on the things that need to be done now and not worrying about the things that you can't get to.
I can hear the optimism that you own through your stories. Can you tell me, what have you seen that's giving you hope during this time?
I think hope is a perspective. I think it's something that, you either have it all the time or you don't. And, it's a time of unrest and it's a time of challenge, but I know that good will come from it. And we've seen that with people collaborating together and people helping each other in ways that they've never had to before. And I think things are going to get harder before they get easier. I think when the triple protection money runs out or banks are going to be done deferring loans, I think it's going to get harder and harder for people to have the same services and the same abilities that they currently have. And so we have to find ways to lift each other up through this, and that's going to be our challenge.
It's really a heartwarming story to hear about how the community members in Martin County came together to create this area foundation, serve its community, now partnering with other foundations and other resources around the state, and especially in Martin County. Can you tell me how can people support your work in your community?
I think a couple of big things that people can do is to ask questions, is how can I get involved? And how is a great way. There's two words that I encourage people to use. It's the word how and the word yet. How can I get involved and how can we do this? And then yet is, hey, we're not able to do that, but put the word yet at the end of it. Because when you use the word yet, that doesn't shut things down. It keeps it moving. But a lot of times we can't do something right now, but we can do it in the future. So when we use the word yet, I think it's really important that keeps momentum going and it doesn't stop it. And that's a big part of how you keep moving forward.
We are all powered our community, and you have been a powerful builder of that community. Jason Subert, thank you for joining us in this present moment.
Thank you.